Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Yemi,
And I'm Talks.
and we are here today bringing you adventures from Nam, from Vietnam, baby. So we have been traveling and tripsing along Vietnam, and we wanted to share our experiences with you so that we could hopefully inspire your travel dreams. If you haven't considered Southeast Asia, you definitely want to put that on your list. One of the reasons why you see a lot of people traveling to Southeast Asia is because the money goes far. Okay. So today we're going to the Quang Nam province of Vietnam. We are going to a town called Hoi An. Hoi An. Okay.
Hoi and
Yeah.
annoy in reverse.
Actually, it is. So there's another town called Hanoi, and this one is called Hoi An. So Hoi An is a beautiful, oh my gosh, it's very touristy. So and it's not as small as some of the places we have been. Aside from Hanoi, it's probably the biggest one we have been thus far. Let's start with what's unique about Hoi An. So Hoi An is about, I think, 40 minutes away, 35, 40 minutes from Da Nang. And one of the unique things
Is
about
it Denang or Danang?
Da Nang,
Okay.
Da Nang, Da Nang, I don't know. We're gonna have to
Yeah,
ask a
we have
local.
heard people call it, but
Different ways, yeah. But one of the unique things about Hoi An is the Fabric Street. I don't even know that there's a formal name for that street, but it's
it's
literally
fabric market
oh,
or
fabric
clothing
market.
market.
Clothing market, is that what
Yes.
they call it? Okay.
Yes.
So it's called clothing market, people. So if you fantasized about getting custom made, tailored outfits, people save your money when you come to Hoi An. This will be the place to do it. It's a pretty long market lined with different stores, and you'll see the vendors come out and try and get you, to come into their stores. You can get outfits, dresses, um, waistcoats, vests, suits, people, formal dresses like prom dresses, wedding dresses. There are brides who
They,
come
they,
here.
they make it out.
They really do. They really do. So I haven't got anything made yet. But Took's got a suit made. It was wonderful. Maybe perhaps one of these days we'll have him model the suit for us. It looked so good. So let's tell you the process. So you pick which one of the clothing vendor stores you want. We just went by our gut. We have some friends here that pointed us to where they got theirs done, but it was such a huge store. There were so many people, too much happening. So we just took a walk around and we just went with our gut. We went to this little store. The woman there, the owner, she is so funny. So she does the measurement after we decide on what fabric we want. We want it 100% linen, and we picked the color. She measured. We haggled on the price. People, don't forget, Vietnam is a culture of haggling. So
They will always give you the highest price first.
of course, so don't be afraid to haggle. And then we went back. She said it'll be ready the next day. Some people have said it's been ready 3 hours after, but we had
It's
time.
quick, yeah.
Yeah, but we had time and we wanted to give her more time so she could focus on the ones that needed the clothes faster. So we went back. We actually went back in 2 days because we just took it easy. And let me tell you, when you tried on the suit, it fit like a glove. Did it?
You did. I liked it.
Okay, yeah, it's a man of little words today, but it fit him like a glove. It was fantastic. He said it felt good on him, and he looked good. You looked like $1 million.
Thank you.
You did. But so that's a unique thing. We literally see people who plan their travel here who are getting married, and they come here so they can have their wedding dresses made. I mean, they come here with the measurements of their bridal party, so they have all the best man and the groomsmen suits done. So that's a thing. That is a thing.
I think it shows the difference between the off the rack clothing that you get in the US. And what I mean by off the rack, not necessarily cheap clothes, but it's already made, so you're trying to fit your body into what's already made or something like that. But here they measure you and they make it for you right size. It's great.
Yes, it really is. It's the difference is like night and day, honestly. And I cannot wait to come back um at a different time and have a list of the things I need made. I cannot wait to have that experience too. So then we left the fabric store. Oh, by the way, you can also go to stores that will make your shoes.
Yeah,
People,
they do.
they will measure your feet. You know how some of us have wide feet or large feet? You can get shoes made. We didn't get any shoes made, but I mean, you
Not
choose
on this street.
not on this one, yeah. You choose the heels, you know what you want to do with it, and they will go ahead and make it. It's fabulous. And then we wandered into the market because we love markets. We were hungry and we thought, let's just walk around the local vendors in the market. And boy, that market was packed.
It was packed.
What was your experience in the market as far as the vendors?
Ooh, talk about aggressive selling. I mean, we all the places we have been in Vietnam, honestly, the vendors have been, you say no, they just say thank you, and then you move on.
They keep it moving.
But this market, they just won't take no for an answer. I mean, it's almost too aggressive for my liking.
Was okay, so I have a funny story to share with you all. So we're not souvenir buying people. That's not just what we do. I don't buy knickknacks from everywhere that we've traveled. But the
You have a
Nala,
full house of knickknacks.
yeah, well, no, I have a full house of things, not knickknacks.
I say you will have
I
a
will,
full
yeah,
house of
yeah,
knickknacks.
definitely. But the Vietnamese cone hat, it's called nona, nola.
None la.
Non-la. Okay. So I wanted to just get little souvenir things shipped like that. I thought, okay, that would be nice to get. He got an actual non-la.
None la.
Non-la. Okay. I can speak, people. You know that. If you've been on this channel before, you know I cannot speak.
Okay, we'll just let you keep calling it none la.
No, non-la. Non-la. Anywho, so I wanted to get little souvenirs. And my God, it's like you make eye contact and they are so forceful. In their defense, I didn't see a lot of tourists walking inside the market.
Yeah, but you have to wonder, are they
Yeah.
just as aggressive with the natives as they were with us?
Oh no, definitely not.
I
Oh,
mean,
definitely
the
not.
fun part of shopping in those places is when you go in and you price something, they will give you the highest price they can possibly get away with. Actually, they will jack it up so high that you
Ridiculously.
know that it's not the price. And then you start to walk away and you can hear them bargaining with themselves, reducing the price as
On their
on
own.
their own.
You have not said a word. You haven't told them that's too high. As you start to walk, like you let your feet do the walking, they'll start saying, "Okay, come get it for this amount." Okay, and it's something to see.
And then when you get to a stage that you think now you can jump into the bargaining, then you can say, now let's talk.
Then it becomes an interactive process then because they threw out a price that's just so ridiculous for us anyway. I don't know about how y'all make your money, but for us anyway. And
Even for them, they know. I mean, because sometimes they throw prices in dollar because they're thinking, okay, dollars. They think dollar is so high, and then when they tell you $15, you're thinking, oh, that's cheap. But in actual fact, the item may not be worth more than $3, but they will put $15 in front of you and watch you part with your money.
Yes, yes. But to continue with my funny story in the market, this woman, I wanted to buy the decorative magnetic non-lats. And I mean, she jumped up when she saw me. And it was this thing of, oh, please buy from me. You have to buy from me. And guys, she guilted your girl into buying. I know he turned around and go, you bought it? I'm like, yeah, I just want it to be done with her. So I bought it. So they count on that, and I think I'm not easily swayed. But it was hot. We were tired.
I thought you were going to talk about the one that parked right in front of you and won't let you move.
Oh well, I'm getting to that one. But I did a guilted. Is that a word? Like the vendor guilted me into buying the souvenir. People, that's what she did, and I think I'm not easily swayed. But I was tired. I was hot. I was hungry. I'm like, let me just buy it so you can move on, so I can move on. Well, now the most interesting one was this one. I was pricing some scarves, and she gave me a price that she knew it was like 5 times the price of what this thing should be. I'm okay if you start with double the price, then I can jump in. Don't go 5 times the price, and I feel like I'm not wasting my time. It's not even worth me haggling with you. So she gave me 5 times the price, and then she started to haggle with herself. I said nothing. I just looked at her like, you must be out of your mind. I'm not paying that. But she started haggling with herself, and then she stood right in the aisle. Because the Mercados are, you have the vendors with their wares and then narrow aisle.
Yeah.
And she literally put her body right there, and I couldn't, like, blocking me. Like she was determined that I was gonna buy, and I just made that guilt purchase from that other woman, so I was ready. And I had to look at her and go, literally did my hand like this, like, move your body. And she moved reluctantly too. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
So there, it's a different kind of vendors
Yeah.
in Hoi An.
So if you do go there, I mean, my recommendation is first of all, never pay the asking price. It's
Yeah.
too high.
Way too high.
Secondly, let them haggle with themselves first. If it's something that you really want to buy, let them haggle with themselves first. When they get to a stage where you can jump in, and usually for us, we try to find out the range for specific things that
Yes.
we might want to buy before we go,
Yes.
before we start asking how much it is. So my recommendation is, I believe a fool and his money are some parted. So don't part with your money unnecessarily unless you really want to.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But what an experience. What an experience. Then we went over to the food parts of the market, because it just, again, it seemed like a lot of tourists were not coming into it. So they were kind of looking for sale, to be fair to them. There was not a lot of hustling and bustling. The hustling and bustling was happening outside the market space. So we went to get some food. Again, we just picked, I mean, guess when you are in a country, our goal is to help that economy. So while we don't buy things, but we'll go into the market, for the very small mom and pop businesses, so you can spread your money around a little. You just don't go just to the touristy restaurants where all the foreigners go. So that's what we really
And the
tried.
prices are jacked up anyway.
Yeah. So we did buy some chicken from this woman. She made it fresh. We wanted her to make it fresh, and she seemed happy with the purchase. That's a thing that I love. Like the vendors that have not had a lot of sale that day, when you finally venture out of where the normal foreigners mingle and you patronize them, they are grateful. So we tried their chicken. It was okay. It wasn't bad. It was
So,
okay.
apart from the market, what next about it?
Okay. Can we just talk about the fact that a lot of the streets, like the clothing market area, you cannot take your cars in. I love that
Yes.
rule. No bikes either, right? There were
Some
some
bikes,
Some bikes are going.
some bikes did go through,
Okay.
not a whole lot, but
Yeah.
I mean, you can imagine with the large number of people there,
Oh my
adding
gosh.
cars to that,
Oh.
there will be no room to walk.
That would be a mess. That would be a hot mess. So I would love that you can walk without worrying about if a car is going to knock you down or not. So let's talk about the piece de resistance. Of course, we went to the bridge. I think the name of the bridge is Tubon River. Um, there's a bridge right over the Tubon River. And the piece de resistance in Hoi An, I mean, never mind the clothing, never mind the market, you've got to get yourself to Hoi An ancient town. People, that place, I loved it.
Now, on a random Monday evening,
Monday.
that place was packed. I mean, like, it wasn't a holiday or anything like that.
There
That
was no
place was
carnival.
packed.
It looked like guys. If you're from North America, you know how New Orleans when they do
The carnival?
the carnival. That's a vibe in that place on a Monday. Random.
Random, yeah. And we hear it's always that way.
Always. I mean, and then in the evening, the lights and the lanterns come out. Oh my God, so beautiful.
That's beautiful.
And then the
And the boats, yeah.
on the
The lantern
river.
boats, yes.
It was just, I mean, you got music going, you've got tons of vendors with souvenirs. Now, I find that the ones outside in the Asian town, they were not quite as aggressive as the ones inside the market.
yes.
I have to say that. Of course, they wanted to sell. They would, but they were not. We didn't feel the same level of aggression. Because the ones on the market were like, "You're buying this," and nobody tried to guilt me. More in the Asian town, I find that they were playful.
Yeah.
The vendors were playful. We had a rapport. I mean, I joked with a few of them. We didn't buy anything, but I joked with a few of them until we ran into the woman with the coconut biscuits. The vendor. We're full of stories about Hoi An. It was an interesting time. So they have this amazing coconut biscuits. Oh my God, in Vietnam, different brands. So then you have the local people.
Should we call it biscuit or cookie?
Cookie.
Because biscuits, Americans will think
it's okay. Well, Europeans, you know what I mean when I say cookies. It's cookies in North America. It's biscuits. See, the African language will never leave me. Biscuits, I say. But anywho, this woman, she's a local vendor. So I think one of what some of the local vendors do is they open up or they buy it in bulk and then they wrap it up themselves. And I asked for the price of it, and she inflated the price like 5 times.
That's usual. That's normal.
Oh my gosh. So she inflated it so high. I'm like, no, I can buy prepackaged ones that I know are in great condition that haven't been opened for a fifth of the price that you're giving me. And then she starts to haggle with herself. Like Tokes told you. And then she got to a spot, I'm like, that's still too high. And she copped an attitude. She did. I'm like, it's okay.
She wants to make money and you have dollars. So
I know. She thinks I have dollars. Yeah. But anywho, so just watch out. Sometimes they get, especially when you've engaged when you've engaged them, when you've interacted with them, I find the best thing to do is simply don't even engage them.
I mean, if you're not buying, just say no, move on.
Yeah.
For the most part, because if you do engage them just for the fun of it, they have all the time in the world. You may not. So, and again, they just want to sell something.
Yeah,
so if it's something you want to buy, yes, go ahead, engage.
Yeah.
Again, don't pay the asking price because it's too high. What if you want to pay? That's fine. If you're looking for somebody to save, go ahead, do that. But
it was the coconut biscuits here are coconut cookies. They are so good. They are quite delicious. So then we walked around. Of course, there's music. There's people playing, people singing, music from the speakers. And we walked along the street. We're heading back to the river, right? And we walked along the street and we saw a restaurant. What's the name?
It's called Art Toilet Restaurant and Bar.
We have great footage of the sign. Tokes will add that. We looked at it, we go, I don't know. Guys, can you comment? Would you willingly
eat at that toilet?
Step into a restaurant that's called Art Toilet Restaurant? Would you? Put something down in the comments section for us. Of course, they serve seafood and stuff like that. But where did we eat?
And they do cook it in front of you.
Yeah, they do.
So, So it's still fresh. Just,
it's
just the name,
It's not toilet fish. So where did we eat in Oyan?
We had a street fish.
I
It
know.
was a seafood. I mean, street seafood. This woman had like
Still calling it street seafood. It
well,
didn't come on
whatever
the
it was.
street.
She had
A grill. She
a
had a grill
grill,
out there.
and she had lobsters and crabs and fish all on ice. So you pick the one you want, and she'll cook it for you.
And she grilled it well. She didn't have seating, people. She only had two tables. That's the other thing with Vietnam. I don't think we've shared this yet. They will have child-sized tables and chairs and just makeshift a restaurant seating right on the street. Again, child size, like the height. And Tux is a pretty tall guy. I'm short, so I could handle it. But this woman, she actually had adult size tables and chairs, but she just grabbed a table. And when I tell you, she put it right on the street, not on the sidewalk. That's where the other tables.
I mean, there were no cars passing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, there were no
yeah,
cars.
so she wasn't blocking any
No,
traffic.
no, just plopped it right on the street, and brought out two chairs, plopped it right there, and we sat there and waited for the fish to be grilled. And it was good. It was delicious when she finished. We had music going. Tux walked down to the next vendor and bought some beer. And we had ourselves a good time. It was good. Got music going. It was such a fun thing. And then walking back, seeing all the lanterns that have been lit. I wanted to stay there, and we stayed there pretty late. We didn't leave until almost 10. And it didn't look like people were ready to leave.
The place was still packed.
I mean, it was fun. It was a good time. It was a good time. So that's our time in Hoi An.
Oh, and one of the things that you will experience in Hoi An is there are people who are selling like what do you call where you put a candle and you put it in the river?
Yes.
Yeah, it's I
Is it
think it's
like
supposed to bring good luck or
good
something
luck?
like
What
that.
you call
Yeah.
it? They don't really
So
want
they had like kind of like a boat thing, and
Yeah.
then they put
Yeah.
candle in it, and you will light
You
it
make a wish.
and make a wish and put it in the water.
Yeah.
And I mean, if for nothing else, it's fun to watch the items float up and down the river,
Yes.
until they die.
Yes.
But
Yes. It was really something to watch. It's just so colorful and so vibrant and so fun, and the vibe in the air on a random Monday.
Yeah.
It seemed like a planned carnival. It
Yeah.
really did. And no, nothing was planned. That's just random. That's just what they do.
And honestly, apart from the street restaurant, there were actual restaurants where you
Yeah.
can sit. I
Yeah.
mean, you can sit outside and just watch the world go by. We see people sitting down,
Yeah.
having a glass of wine or beer or whatever. I mean, it's,
The vibe.
I can see myself visiting that place over and over again just
Yes.
for the fun. I just won't live there.
Yes.
But
Yes.
it's a nice place to visit.
Yes, the vibe. I mean, the vibe was everything. The vibe was just, oh my gosh, it was everything. It was so much fun. Would we visit Hoi An again?
Absolutely.
Definitely. So I would tell you it's going on our list of places to come back to. We loved it. That we hopefully someday hope to bring back friends and family. So one, we can get custom made outfits. Yes, and looking sharp. Yeah, it was good. It was good. So that is it for Hoi An. If you've enjoyed this video, or you have friends or family or business associates that are looking at Southeast Asia, please go on ahead and share this. Okay. Sharing is caring, and just consider, if you want to keep abreast of all of our travels, you want to go on ahead and join the family.
Just follow us on our adventure.
Yeah, follow us. Hit the subscribe button at your will. We're glad that you're here today. We hope you come back again to visit us. Okay?